Will Screed is right here. Indiana Jones 5 bomb.
It is.
I don't even know. We shouldn't even be talking about it. It's such a big bomb. We shouldn't really even talk about it. Because who cares? Who cares? All right, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I saw this Thursday. Yeah, saw it Thursday night.
Okay.
Okay. Wall Street is coming here with some data. Disney estimates 149 million 5-day worldwide haul and currently at 129 with 2 days left. Okay. I know. Yeah, massive bomb.
Well, yeah.
I know if I had $129 million, I'd be okay. I don't know. If I had $129 extra, I'd be okay too. But yeah. I do think it's interesting how this movie is for the most part people are coming out of the theater, and what I'm seeing is largely kind of positive word of mouth, either positive or meh. That's what I'm hearing kind of from people who see it. And the only people who seem to be actually like hating it are like the people who spent the whole year hating it just because the Disney Indiana Jones movie. And a lot of their fans are talking about how awful it is, even though they haven't even seen it by their own admission fairly quickly. But you know what? Bobby and I have seen it. And I'll go ahead and give my thoughts real fast. I thought it was pretty good. Did it blow my mind? No. But I thought it was a solid Indiana Jones movie. What do you think, Bobby?
It definitely was like by the numbers in the sense of Indiana Jones. Like, yeah. I mean, overall,
so was Last Crusade.
So was Last Crusade, exactly. But I overall, it was okay. I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it. Like, I didn't hate it like I hated Crystal Skull.
Oh yeah, this is
it's better than Crystal Skull. It's a solid step up. Yeah, like that's. I tried my best to go blind into it, not knowing anything about any of it, and overall, the story itself I enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they dug with Archimedes, and like I think that's the deepest into history that not the deepest,
yeah,
definitely like cool, and I was happy to see where they went with that. The villain was great. Yeah, like.
Yeah, no, I actually, you know what? You said it before the stream, but I'm going to go ahead and repeat it. It's just nice seeing Indy punching Nazis again. Just punching Nazi. It's great.
Yeah.
This is the two things I will say about this movie. There are two elements where I could see where you watch this and you're not thrilled. Number one, when Steven Spielberg directed and put these Indiana Jones movies together, he did it with a much faster pace. This is very much a James Mangold style movie, so it's going to be a bit slower pace. If you've seen his movies, it's paced like that. So if you're looking for a faster paced Indiana Jones movie, this isn't going to be quite there. Now, also, the other thing that I could see this hurting is you do get a young Indiana Jones. It's done by CGI and double. There's actually I don't know if you've heard of Anthony Ingroup, or I have his YouTube video up they put up a while ago, but he is a Harrison Ford lookalike impersonator that they also used for a lot of the younger Indiana Jones stuff in this movie. And I've heard people say that like the CGI distracted them, and I will say there were moments where the CGI distracted me, but overall I thought it worked.
Yeah, it wasn't as jarring as I expected it to be.
No, I would say through most of that sequence, I kind of forgot he was CGI. It just felt like I was watching an Indiana Jones adventure.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and then every once in a while I was like, oh yeah, he's CGI. You know, it says something where I have to be like, where it's like, I'm forgetting that he's CGI. I think overall I enjoyed that adventure. But it does make me think, because I have seen people complain about it. that maybe this isn't best for IMAX, because I'm thinking the bigger your screen, the more prominent the CGI issues
Yeah,
are going to
I
be.
purposely didn't go see it in XD or whatever. I purposely just saw it in standard format. Yeah, because I sometimes with that type of CGI, it can look a little, especially on that bigger screen.
Yeah, and it might be a thing where it looks bad on IMAX, but then when you take it home after a few months, when it goes to home viewing, where it's going to get 99.999% of all its lifetime viewings, you're not going to see that. I saw it in normal theater screen because I don't usually do IMAX, because IMAX doesn't have the recliner chairs, and the normal theater and the place I go to does have recliner chairs, so I just go there. It's cheaper too.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
but like I said, the CGI in the normal theater didn't really bug me.
No,
there were moments when it did. I know when like the first face reveal, like I was like, but then it was fine. And then there's like these little moments where you notice it, but overall it's fine.
Like a few of the moments when he was passing through shadow and light.
Yeah.
That was just a little.
Well, that's the thing. They're smart, and they really try to keep him in shadow a lot, which is the smart way to do it. But every once in a while, there's light where there's a bit too much light, and it's like, ooh, that doesn't look great. I think there's one very quick shot where it's like pretty much the sun's supposed to be rising, and he's in daylight, and it's like, ooh, that's not great.
Yeah.
But overall, it's good. Overall, I feel like I'm watching a young Indiana Jones adventure, and that's great. And I think it's almost funny saying it's a young Indiana Jones adventure, because I think the third one took place in like, I want to say 39. And then this younger Indy here is supposed to be in 44. So it's like, supposed to be like 5 years after the last time we've seen a younger Indy. So it's interesting calling it younger. It is younger Indy, but younger but older than he was when we last saw him at that age. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is overall, in my opinion, a solid movie. Did not blow my mind. Although,
well, he would be younger, of course, because he drank from the Holy Grail. So he would be younger at that point.
True. You're not wrong at all. Yeah, and I had a train of thought. So, anyways, the Holy Grail was King Arthur and his knights. Oh wait, I did like the red herring they actually had at the beginning here, where they're talking about the Spear of Destiny. They're talking about, oh, this is the spear that pierced Christ. I was like, oh, they're actually doing the Spear of Destiny? Is the dial somehow from the spear? And it's totally a fucking red herring. Absolutely a red herring. The dial has nothing to do with the spear.
Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, okay, we're doing that.
I mean, that's, I swear, whenever they do like fan fiction or anything like that, that's almost always the artifact they go after. Probably just because the two more beloved movies deal with artifacts from Christianity, so I could see that, but they don't. The other thing I was going to add is I definitely think I prefer this to Temple of Doom as well, in that it's more consistent. Temple of Doom essentially has a really good, like, 10-minute beginning, and then a last hour that's solid. And then 50 minutes in the middle that I really don't like.
Okay.
And this is just more consistent in my opinion. What I really loved was the fact that Helena Shaw just emasculated Indiana Jones every chance she got. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, how much? No. That is not what's happening. All the people who are hating on it are saying that's what's happening. No, not at all. They are partners. They work together.
No, absolutely.
I will say I didn't love her character, but I didn't hate her character either. I was kind of more mixed on her character, but it's one of those things where they're talking about doing a spinoff, and while the idea of a spinoff with her doesn't thrill me, it could be like Peacemaker. It's one of those things where, like, if they have a good enough script, like, you could sell me on the spinoff in the when I'm actually watching it. So, I will see what they do with that. Of course, if this is a massive bomb, then they probably won't. But
no, probably not.
We will see.
I mean,
I
still think it's doing better than Flash.
Yeah. Well, lots of people are saying it's doing worse than Flash, but I don't think so. And I've actually seen.
I disagree.
I've actually seen a breakdown of numbers, where like apparently this movie got a shit ton of tax credits, like the Indiana Jones, just like tax credit for this, tax credit for that, and that's something that they often don't consider. They can't talk about tax credits. They don't talk about like what it makes at home video and stuff like that, because I'm sure the studio pays attention to those numbers. It's not like they make a movie and it's like, oh well, if it doesn't make it in the box office raw, perfectly, then it's a bomb. I'm sure studios take all the numbers in consideration. And Indiana Jones is going to be something where even if people don't go to the theater and see it, they're going to check it out when it becomes available for home viewing. They absolutely will. So, I mean, it seems pretty. I'm pretty confident an Indiana Jones movie will make its money back. So I'm not really concerned about being a bomb. And the fact they're constantly talking about it kind of also tells you it can't be that big of a bomb either. Because if it was a really big bomb, they wouldn't talk about it because nobody would care.
No.
But yeah, trying to think, what else is there that I would like to go over? Mads Mikkelsen is the villain, who's just a Nazi douchebag, is great. Yeah, and you were right. It is a safe Indiana Jones movie, and I would actually say all the Indiana Jones movies are pretty safe and kind of follow the formula set by Raiders, with probably the exception being Temple of Doom. And it would be nice if they varied away from that, but like especially with Crystal Skull and Dial of Destiny, like there's so many years between those movies. I get the need, the desire to play a bit safe with your plot line. But yeah, like I said, overall, this is a huge step up from Crystal Skull. I think it's probably a bit better than Temple of Doom, although Temple of Doom has warmed me over the years.
Yeah, Temple of Doom has won me over the years. There's still like a lot that I do enjoy about Crystal Skull, but there's still a lot that I really don't.
I think I would enjoy that movie so much better if like they did so many more practical effects. That movie is too CGI, and I'm saying this
the way it looks too. Yeah, the way it looks fit the film. It's just it's a little cringy to me.
And I think it's worth noting, like this movie actually has a young CGI Indiana Jones and is way less reliant on CGI than Crystal Skull. I'm just saying. Let's see. I'm looking over some of the comments. Have not seen it yet, but I'm going on Thursday. Awesome, Crawling Chaos. Well, no, Raiders, by definition, almost can't be the safe one, Crawling Chaos, because Raiders is the first one. It's kind of the introductory one. But essentially my point is Last Crusade, Crystal Skull, and Dial of Destiny all follow the greatest hits
formula
from... Yeah, the greatest hits from Raiders. Temple of Doom is probably the one that varies the most. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I guess I don't have a whole lot more to say other than I think this is a solid movie. I think if you're an Indiana Jones fan, this is worth checking out. Don't listen to the hate. Go in and just have your own opinion.
Just go in open-minded and just
save the money. Don't get the IMAX ticket. They'll probably make the CGI look a bit better. And just, if you like Indiana Jones, go check this one out. I don't really have much else to say other than I liked it.
Books, records, films, these things matter. Call me shallow. It's the fucking truth.